y'all. This is Editing Elisa. I realized that I didn't even most do an introductory before this video, so this is me doing the introductory. So I'm Elisa with Elisa Don's Crochet, and if you're new here, welcome. If not, glad you're joining me again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So I don't know if you can see me good or not, but I am fixing to be working on making some roses. I should have moved all this stuff behind me there. That's my daughter's stuff, and my hair's a mess. Oh, after trying to get everything together, it's all a big mess. So I'm down here on the floor because I didn't want to be on my furniture trying to hot glue. So I have a mat that I'm working on, and y'all really can't see what I'm working on, and I wanted y'all to see what I'm working on. I am working on gluing my roses that I made to these sticks. So I ran out of glue. My husband went and got me some hot glue. So now I'm just trying to put them together while looking like a crazy person. Anyway, he went and got me some Valentines colored tissue paper and some Valentines colored red ribbon. So it's really pretty. It's like a sheer. Let me open it up and show y'all. It's really pretty. So this is what the ribbon looks like. It's kind of sheer, like see-through, but it's red. I think it's going to be really, really good for the roses. So right now I've only got 4 of these roses made, and they're not really completely made because I've got to glue them to the sticks, and a couple of the sticks were broken. So that's okay because I got a whole pack of these sticks. Let me show y'all what I got. There's 100 pieces in here. I think I got these from the Dollar Tree, but I've had them for a couple of years now, so I really don't 100% remember, but I believe that's where I got them from. But yeah, it says there's 100 pieces in there, but you can find these just about anywhere because I've seen them. They're shish kebab sticks. I think that's how you say that. Just little wooden, small shish kebab sticks, or dials, if you will. They got like a little pointed end, but the little pointed end we're actually gluing onto the rose. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one that I started out with, since my glue is now hot. And I'm just gluing primarily right along the edge of it. Put the hot glue on, and then I just kind of wrap it and I hold it for just a second. More hot glue. Ooh, smells like it's burning, although it's not. I really want to get that knot where I tied it in at. So we'll hold that for a few seconds, and then we'll go ahead and put some glue on this bottom part here, and go ahead and got the glue on the bottom part so we can put the green stem with the leaves on there. And we're just going to put one leaf across that where the seam is, or whatever it's called, little seam thing. Now I have a industrial hot glue gun because I used to do all kind of major hot glue, and I still do sometimes, crafting and all. I would, you know, this high-powered glue gun tends to, it gets way hot, way hotter than just like your normal glue gun. So you really have to be extra careful with it, because you will definitely burn your hands if you're not careful. Matter of fact, I probably should be wearing gloves, because it's a Pro 80, and I've had the thing for years. Can't remember where I got the glue gun from, because I've just had it for so long. So now that I've got them pretty much glued, the only thing that I don't like about working with glue guns is the fact that it's real stringy. And I'm sorry, y'all can probably hear a lot of background noise. My husband is on oxygen, so his oxygen machine has to stay on, and you can hear it all over the house. And we are in the living room where the oxygen machine is at, so you can really hear it in here. So I apologize for that, but there's really nothing that I can do about it. So yeah, so the hot glue you have to go through and just kind of pick off a lot of the strings or whatever from it. So I don't like the fact that it does leave a little bit of residue, and I don't like the residue that it leaves behind, but that it is what it is. But that's how it turned out. I think it's really cute. And then I did not bring the other green yarn, but I do plan on hot gluing green yarn down the stick. So, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start with this rose here. And I just got my stem already on the stick. I just stuck it up through the magic ring, and then I'm just putting that stick right there, and I'm gonna start gluing it. I only glue like the bottom portion of the rose. I don't really like to glue the top portion of the rose. And when I say the bottom portion, I mean just like right through here, this bottom portion. You really don't want a ton of glue, but you want it to be enough that it's gonna hold, that it's gonna, you know, stay in place. Now I actually made this stem a little bit bigger, a little bit different than the last one, because I just felt like that last stem, it just was not big enough in my opinion. There's several different patterns for the stem and the rose. I kind of went by a pattern, and then I kind of did things my own way, because I just, like I said, I just didn't think it was quite big enough. And I do glue one of the leaves in the seam on the rose. Of course, it's got a ton of this hanging glue left. I don't like that part, but what can you do? It's hot glue. I got them done. I think my second one does look probably a whole lot better, because the stem is bigger. My back is really hurting sitting on this floor, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, figure out a way to get to my dining room table and do it on my dining room, because I can't sit in this floor. It hurts. It really hurts my back. So just do a little bit at a time. That's what I always do. Just a little bit here and a little bit there. I have to pace myself. So this is one of the roses that I did. This was the second rose that I did. I really like this one better, because I like the stem and the leaves better on it. So very pretty though, and I'm going to continue to work on. And so yeah, that's all I have for now. Okay, y'all, it's me again. I'm back on here. I've rested a good bit. I'm sitting at my table. I got these 2 roses done. Forgot to open this bag up here. I've got a couple other roses made in here. I'm in my dining room, so you can't really see that well in here because I don't have a window in my dining room. I have a window in my living room, which is that's right there. That's my living room. So, get all this out and get all my supplies out. And then we can get going on all of this again, hopefully. So I have I made 2 little smaller roses, and then I've got these bigger ones here that I've got to put together, and this one here. I made this one a little bit differently. I actually crocheted some green right on the end, but I really don't think that I like this type of rose, so I'm probably not gonna sell this rose. This will probably be one of the roses that I give to either one of my girls or either to my mom or my mother-in-law. So, and also I'm gonna make my granny a couple of roses too for Valentine's. So I'm probably gonna be giving my sister one too. So I have a whole bunch of roses that I need to make because I want to make some for my husband and for all of my family, and then I want to have some to sell. Today is Tuesday, February 3rd, and so I still got a good while to make these roses to give to the family. However, I'm gonna try to set up this weekend locally here in town to try to sell like some flower bouquets, and I may set up 2 or 3 times, just depending on how my health is, how I'm feeling, how my husband's feeling, and all of that. So with that being said, I got my glue gun, and I found a old pecan caramel clusters bucket. I use these old buckets like this just for knickknacks and stuff like that. So I said this would be good to just set my glue gun in, and then it won't get all over my table, because I don't want no glue on my table. So the first thing that I've got to do is I have got to get this hot glue to this stick. And this is not an easy thing to do. I have learned that this is not an easy thing to do. So what I'm going to start off doing is just putting a little hot glue, just, you know, right at the tip of the stick, just so I can get it going. Like I told y'all before, this glue gun that I have, it gets really hot, so I have to be really careful to try not to burn myself with this thing. So I think that's probably where I'll stop at. I'm not going to go down the whole entire stick, and then I'm going to try to glue it up through here. Woo, that's hot. It gets hot. Too bad. I don't think that looks too bad. So this is what I was thinking is in one pack, I want to do a small rose and 2 big roses. So let me back up just a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. So these are my 3 roses that I'm going to be putting into my paper, and I have my paper here that I'm using, just regular tissue that you get from the dollar store. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick these down in there. But this is kind of like how these are looking, and I don't know that I like how that looks. You can see the little bow that I put on there, and it's inside the tissue, but it's just not stable or whatever inside the tissue. So I'm thinking I might need a little something else to kind of go with this. I don't know, it just seems like it needs a little bit of something more to make it just a little bit stable. So I got to figure out what else I can do. I don't really entirely hate the way it looks, but I don't really like the way that it looks either. So I like the roses. I think the roses is very pretty. It's just figuring out, do I want to find something else that'll make them a little bit more stable to wrap them in. This tissue has glitter in it, little glitter pieces, and it's literally getting everywhere, and I can't stand that. I cannot stand for glitter to get everywhere. I really don't like glitter. I'm not a big glitter person, so that's the other issue that I have, is just certain things like that just really annoy me. Like this glue getting everywhere annoys me, and I can't stand that glitter just making a mess everywhere. Just can't stand it. So anyway, that's that, and I'm gonna figure out what else to do, and I'll talk to y'all later. Hey y'all, it's Elisa again. So I've rested a little bit more and I'm back again. And I've got these are some things that my daughter had made last year that I found that she's not using them for anything anymore, but they are just made to look like fake roses. It's just gift tissue and little fake flower petals, like little silk flower petals that she hot glued on there last year for whatever reason. And so yeah, I'm repurposing them. But I've got I crocheted a little I and little heart and little you, so I love you. And I'm going to attempt to hot glue those into there because I think that it would be really, really, really cute. This is what she had. I guess it's just like a little fake bouquet or whatever. So let's see. I don't really know which ones I'm gonna use. I kind of like these a whole lot. And then maybe do this one here for the U. I know it's pink, but I meant for the heart. I think that's what I'll do, and I'll use them other ones maybe for something else. I'm going to attempt to do that. I think it will be really, really cute. Let's see here. So yeah, I like that. I think that's good for the eye. Let that dry a little bit more. See if we can get this opened up a little bit more for the heart. That'd be good right there. And let's see. I don't know which way I like it, but just whatever way I guess. Hopefully that'll stay like that. Hopefully. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then this one here, we'll see if we can get it down a little bit. Get this U glued on there. May take the heart off of that and put it on a white one. Let's see here if I can do that. Maybe. It's not really dried just yet, so maybe. Might have just made a mess with it, but I just like the white ones a little bit better. We'll just throw that one away. I've kind of probably ruined it. Let's see. I think we can make it work here. Yeah, we can make it work. We can make it work. Sure enough. Sure enough, make it work. Kind of makes it look like the hearts inside of a flower, don't it? In a way. Yeah, I think I like the white ones a lot better. It just makes it look better. So, this is what we got working with here. The little I love you. And what I'm planning on doing with it. So I made this little bear by OakandMarlow. It is the Finn bear. It's the baby mod for the Finn bear. And I embroidered or attempted to embroider a little heart on it. I don't think the face really turned out exactly like I wanted it to. I'm still learning to embroider the face, so I had a little bit of a difficulty with that, but I didn't really want to put safety eyes just in case somebody wanted to get it for a, you know, a small child or something like that, because it is a teddy bear. So hopefully, you know, it'll be okay. So let me show y'all. It'll be, you can see the Happy Valentine's Day. That's kind of like how I did with the other one. maybe fold it down a little bit. I know y'all can't really see what I'm doing, but this is how I've got it right now. And so what I'll do is I'll do the little and then maybe put the bear down in there with it. Let's see here, and just kind of fold it. Ribbon here. Tell y'all what, if I ever had a great pair of scissors, they've just disappeared. Okay, so this is the finished product. So I have the little bear in here, and then I have the I love you tucked in here. I don't really like in this paper, I had said that earlier that I didn't really like putting stuff inside this paper because it's not very sturdy, but for what it's worth, it is handmade, it is crocheted, and you know, it's like crafting or whatever. So I'm gonna try to sell it like this, you know, with it being inside this paper like this. And if I don't sell it, well, that's okay, I'll just give it to one of the kids. Hopefully I can sell it. So the little baby bears, normally I sell them for like $12 to $15. This one doesn't have any clothes or anything on it, so I would normally sell it for $12. And then I think like the I love you would probably maybe, I don't think nobody would pay more than like $8 or $10 for that. So I was thinking maybe put like a $22 price tag on it, and then seeing maybe what I would get for it. Around here, I live in southern Mississippi, so it's hard to sell anything that's homemade, that's crocheted, or anything like that. So I really don't have a whole lot of money tied up in it other than my time and my yarn and my ribbon. My ribbon was bought from the dollar store, and then this was bought from the dollar store. It's like $1 a pack, and you get like, I think it was 6 or either 8 sheets of this tissue paper. I think it was 6. So I bought 3 packs of it, so that's $3 plus the ribbon was $1. And then these stems were left over from last year, so just basically, you know, my yarn and my time. So I think I'm gonna put $22 on there and see how that goes, but I think it's cute like this. I did see this idea on Pinterest and off of Instagram, and I just thought it was the cutest little thing. So hopefully, you know, with the little bear and all that's in it, that it will sell. And I do have those Valentine cards that I had printed out earlier in the year, and I'm thinking about maybe putting one of those with it, just like stick it down in there in the side or something, and just kind of see. So so this is what we've made today. We've made the little 3 roses inside of the tissue with a little bit of the ribbon, and then we've made this here inside of the tissue. So I think for the 3 roses I was gonna do $15 because I was gonna do $5 a piece. So I think maybe 15 for this, maybe 20 to 22 for this, and we'll see. I've got enough to do 1 more of these, and like I said, it's just Tuesday, February the 3rd, so I still have a little while to make some more of these, but I think they're turning out really good. These have 2 big roses and then 1 tiny rose. I don't know if y'all can see that. 2 big roses and 1 tiny rose on the inside there. So I've got other roses that I've got made. I just have to glue them all together. So don't get me wrong, if you would rather get real roses for Valentine's for your loved one, then that's great. But I just think something like this is a little bit more personal. It's handmade. It's going to last forever. Well, for as long as you take care of it, you know. And then especially if you get like the little teddy bear for your child or whatever. So I may do another one of the I Love You crochets and put it with that love moth that I made earlier for that Valentine's collaboration. That would be cute to do the little love moth in there. So I may work on that and have 2 of them like that, and then 2 of the bouquets of the 3 flowers, and then maybe do some single roses on the side and see how that goes. But I'll let y'all know. That's all I'm going to do today. And